Scotch game, classical, intermezzo variation. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn, since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. A typical answer is e5, which builds a position in the middle, controls d4, and frees up the queen and bishop on the dark square. The move nf3 advances the knight toward the center, engages the e5 piece in combat, and sets up a castle. nc6 defends the pawn on e5, advances the knight toward the center, and scans the d4 square. In the Scotch game, d4 gains space in the center and attacks the e5 square twice. x4 opens up the center, and is somewhat forced given that white was attacking the pawn twice, and protecting with d6 doesn't work out. nx-d4 recaptures the pawn and centralizes the knight. bc5 develops the bishop to the center and attacks the knight on d4. nx-c6 captures the knight and attacks the queen. qf6 develops the queen, attacks the knight on c6 and threatens qxf2 #. This protects the attacked pawn. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening. That was a free knight. It is the last book move. Balanced, neither player ever had an advantage. That game was pretty competitive. Both players had an amazing opening.